Yeah, so the Wolfpack up 12-0 in the duel. There you see some of the rule changes we touched on. We've already talked a little bit about the fall points, but the out of bounds speaks a little bit to the stalling, the out of bounds. They want more action in wrestling. They want more points scored, get more fans involved, and that's one way to do it. We've already seen a stall warning. They're probably going to be a little quicker with that this year, and then that second rule speaks to that as well.
Yeah, that's right. They're trying to increase the intensity and the enthusiasm of the athletes, keep them in the center of the mat, and keep the action going.
Looking forward to this one. 141, third-ranked wrestler in the country, Kevin Jack. Zach Finesilver coming off of a year that he sat out and redshirted. The twin brother of Mitch Finesilver, one of the hardest workers for the Blue Devils. And Jack, obviously that number 3 next to his name says it all. 10-3 on the season, but one of the nation's best.
That's right. And Zach here, he's a tough wrestler as well. Like you mentioned, he's coming off of a redshirt year. He's done well so far this year. See how he does here against Kevin Jack.
Scoreboard out momentarily, just came back on. That is what the delay is for. They got to get the timing straightened out there for the first period. There we go, 3 minutes now on the clock. Kevin Jack, returning All-American, plays 5th at 141 pounds at the NCAAs. Career record of 34-10.
So right now, both guys, they're trying to kind of fill each other out a little bit, hand fighting. Jack in on a shot here. No points have been awarded because you have to obtain control of the other man's hips and bodies. Here we go. Finesilver's got the takedown and a quick escape for Jack.
Early lead for the Blue Devils in this particular match, but of course in the duel, trailing 12-0.
Yeah. After the forfeit and the fall, forfeit is 6 points, a fall is 6 points. So the Blue Devils need to look at maybe getting some bonus points here throughout the duel to try and overcome that deficit if they can.
Yeah, Duke will certainly look to try to get some bonus at 197 with Connor Hartman. Of course, you got G-Wiz there in the heavyweight. You figure that could be some bonus points for NC State too. So Duke really has a lot to make up as a team, already starting behind the 8 ball with the forfeit. But some of these individual matchups, not only a place for a guy like maybe a Zach Finesilver to gain some confidence, but also to help try to qualify more spots in this weight for the ACC. If a Finesilver can become a ranked guy in the top 33 at 141, earns another spot for the ACC and the NCAA.
That's right. Gives them a better chance of making it to the national tournament, competing in the ACC tournament. Right now, looks like a lot of good hand fighting from both wrestlers. Both wrestlers staying in great position, not really wanting to give up the points here.
Finesilver 13-6 in his career. 18 of those 19 matches occurring in tournaments. Just about a minute 10 right now left in the first period. Finesilver with a 2-1 lead over Kevin Jack.
A lot of action in the first part of the period right now. The guys kind of reserving, holding back a little bit, trying to fill each other out. Neither one of them want to make any mistakes here because, Finesilver has shown Jack that he is a tough opponent here, but Kevin Jack's an incredible wrestler, nationally ranked. He's an All-American, so I'm sure he's got a game plan here for what he's doing in this first period.
Minimal riding time, that not a factor thus far. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first period.
The snap down here, Finesilver's working, trying to pull his head down, maybe spin behind. Kevin Jack is working on getting into his legs, getting that shot, the single leg shot, so that he can potentially take him down and gain the lead here.
5 seconds to go here in the first period.
So after the first period, the referee he's gonna flip a coin, whatever side it lands on, red or green. Actually, we've got NC State chooses is getting the first choice, so Kevin Jack elected to go down. So they're going to start here, center of mat, with Finesilver on top of Jack.
Opportunity for Jack to get a quick point on the escape. Opportunity for Finesilver perhaps to accrue some riding time here to start the second period.
Correct, yep. And potentially get some near fall points if he can work into a tilt there. Looks like Kevin Jack standing switch. Currently, no position change has occurred technically. All right, now Kevin Jack got the 2-point reversal here, and so now the riding time is going to count down. Once it hits 0, it's going to start counting up in favor of Jack.
Yep, and Jack beginning to build that riding time as we speak. So a great start of the second period for the nation's number 3. Amazing how just that quickly a 1-point lead turns into a 1-point deficit for a guy like Finesilver.
Definitely. Here, Finesilver needs to work up and try to get out, get an escape, because here, holding that weight on top of your back for a whole period is very physically taxing. So, and that's one thing that Kevin Jack's going to try and do. He's going to try and ride him, wear him down, and potentially capitalize on that in the third period with a more fatigued wrestler.
And with the way this match is going right now, that extra point for riding time for over a minute accrued could certainly come into play. It's up to 40 seconds now for Jack. As Finesilver needs to try to make something happen from on bottom here.
Definitely, yeah, and being active on bottom is also very important because you do not want to get that stalling warning or the second stalling call for a point for your opponent. You want to be actively working to get the escape, get back to your feet, and work into scoring on your shots there. Jack's got a minute 5, so if that holds through the rest of the match, he's going to get the extra point here. Jack's working for a tilt, not quite breaking the 90-degree plane yet.
Great second period here for Kevin Jack, who really couldn't have asked for a whole lot more.
Yeah, he got the reversal.
Yeah, got the 2 points there, then really has ridden Finesilver for almost the entire duration of the second period. Riding time now just at about a minute 30 at the end of the second period. Work to do for the redshirt freshman for the Blue Devils.
Now there's a question from the coaches, referees, discussing something, not sure.
Hard to tell. We're actually up right above Glenn Lanham's head, and so we are not necessarily close enough to the table.
Finesilver elected the neutral so that he can potentially work, possibly get another takedown like he did in the first period, and hopefully run those. Looked like the riding time was at a minute and a half when it should have been a minute 20. So currently Kevin Jack has a minute and 20 seconds of riding time. Finesilver looking here to get a takedown, take the lead, and possibly run those 20 seconds down. Kevin Jack, if he can hold him off, he will get the extra point and get the win.
Important to note here that Jack, in essence, leads by 2. It's not a 1-point lead.
Yes.
Even though it says 3-2 there on your screen, with that minute 20 of riding time, it's actually a 4-2 lead. And as a matter of fact, make it a 6-2 lead because 2 points there for the takedown, and Kevin Jack in control now with under a minute and a half to go.
And now he is gaining more riding time here. For Finesilver to come back and get this match, he's going to need to get an escape for 1 point and a takedown for 2 points. That'll tie at 5-5, and he's going to either need near fall points or possibly let him up and take him down again to get the win. Kevin Jack here, all he has to do, simply ride him out. He will get the win, 6-2.
And the riding time has been clinched for Jack, by the way, because there's not enough time left in the match to get it down under a minute, so that point is secure. So it's officially 6-2 now on the scoreboard. And a really nice job by Jack to come back after what I'm sure for him was maybe a disappointing first period. Really came back to dominate the final 2.
Yeah, that's right. He's a very smart wrestler, so he was able to work his way back in, get the lead. He's a very great wrestler on top. As you've seen, he was able to ride Finesilver here for the majority of the match. So a little bit of stop here is called a stalemate. If no action is happening for either wrestler, they will call stalemate, bring him back to the center of the mat, and have them start there.
Maybe a bit of a break for Finesilver. It's about the only chance he's got. Maybe a quick escape, try something crazy.
Yeah,
but Jack does a nice job to control things once more.
Right now he's got the 1-point escape.
And then obviously he needs to be very aggressive here as Finesilver.
Yeah, he's working for a takedown here. Kevin Jack is doing a great job of defending. And that is it with a 6-3 win for Kevin Jack.
Excellent work there by Jack. Doing what you figured he would do, the sophomore out of Connecticut, earning 3 more points for his team. And a 15-0 lead in the duel for NC State. Dominating start. Obviously, the